Hello there, my fellow Decepticons. Some bit sick. And today I'm doing something special for you guys. Today I'm doing my top 5 favorite figures of 2016. Now, as I did with the top Transformers of 2016, I also included things that, could have been released like a few years ago, and I bought them in 2016, so it still counts. So I did a top 5 list for just figures in general, so let's start. Kicking off the list with number 5, we have the Marvel Legends Ultron Bathwave Grim Reaper. This figure is really awesome. He was released in 2015, but I never got him because I've actually been collecting this wave where you get to build Ultron, which is a build-a-figure, and I've been trying to do it for like 2 years. Like I started at 2015, then it went all the way up to summer of 2016, and yeah, it was in the summer where I finally got this guy and I completed my Ultron, but we'll get to him later. Spoiler alert. Uh, but yeah, he's a really awesome figure. You can see he has his scythe or sickle right there. I know I customized him a bit, I made his scythe or sickle, whatever you want to call it, look like it's full of souls because in the comics he basically eats your soul. So he has a bit of white on him, some white dry brushing a bit to like simulate that he just came back from the grave because he is undead, and I gave him a uh, what is it called? This pleather material where it's not leather but leathery. Give him that kind of material for his cape. So yeah, definitely awesome figure, and he is number 5. Number 4 is the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Slash. Now, I know that this figure isn't the best in many collectors' eyes, but I think he's phenomenal. Of course, the best part of him is the Dino mode, but I kind of like him more in his robot mode. I don't know what it is. Of course, the best part is the Dino mode, but my favorite part is the robot mode because I kind of like how he's like this short, stocky little assassin badass. I really like him. I like the color scheme. I was kind of debating with myself if I should paint him completely black, and the only things I'll leave like unpainted are the eyes and the teeth. Oh yeah, of course, the visor head. I was kind of debating with myself, but then I figured, nah, I'll just leave it how he is. So yeah, he's an awesome figure, definitely phenomenal. I would give him a 8 out of 10, and he is number 4. Number 5 on the list, and probably the only figure who was actually released this year, it is the Transformers Combined Wars Deluxe Class Swindle. Yeah, this is a pretty good figure. I really do like the mold. I was recently in a live stream with Dylan Driver, Maximus Prime, and Explicit, and we were having this little chat about what characters do a certain mold well. And for me, it was Hound who really took the cake. But Swindle is definitely a really nice figure, and it really helps that he is also a figure that's in my possession. So that's really cool. The only complaint I have is that he needs a smirk on his face, a gun, and a pretty common complaint is that Hasbro needs to include like one arm. This is fine, and a big leg because if you really think about it, the arms are really big. They're pretty good, but the legs are the feet are so small. I mean, look at that. That's so small, but that doesn't stop me from liking this figure. So yeah, definitely phenomenal figure. I do like him a lot. And yeah, he is number 3. Number 2 on the list is the Marvel Legends Ant-Man Wave Build-A-Figure Ultron Wave Ultron. Yeah, I love this figure to death. This is such a cool figure. I just I just had to put him on number 2. Being that how awesome he is. Now I do have a lot of complaints with him, like he's really loose in this subjoints. This arm is kind of loose, as you can see. It kind of droops down a bit. You see? This arm is a bit better. The legs are kind of wobbly, but it's okay. It's okay with me. I still really like this figure. The biggest complaint with this guy for some people is that he has a lot of silver on him, but then it just stops like here. It stops like here and here, and then it stops to the feet. And if we turn all the way back, it's completely gray, and here it's more silver. So that's the biggest complaint with this guy, but I think it's okay. I really do like this figure. I definitely give him a 9 out of 10. Did I give a review on this guy? Yeah, I'll probably do a review. Yeah, I will do a review. Tell me in the comments if you want Deadpool or me to do the review. That would be awesome. But yeah, this is really awesome. So that was Ultron, and he is number 2, and now moving on to number 1. And the number 1 spot is definitely one of my most prized possessions, except for my custom Galvatron. This is probably my most prized possession at the moment because of how awesome it is, and it is the NECA Series 3 Dog Alien. And this is a phenomenal figure for whoever who likes the Alien or Predator franchise, go to NECA. They're the go-to company for these characters if you want some action figures of them. Now, granted, there's a big chance that they might break easily, being that, they're collectibles and they're not meant for heavy play. I kind of know that, but how I mostly play with my figures is like stop motions. Uh, I mostly do slow motion with my figures. Because let's be honest, what collector doesn't at some point just be like, "Oh, I will destroy you, Avengers." Yeah, what collector doesn't do that at some point? But yeah, I also figure he has the extendable jaw. You can retract it and take it out. Has a bendable tail. Extremely long legs. He's like really long. He's almost the size of my Galvatron. He's actually taller than my Galvatron, facing completely up. Let me see. Let's see with him and his legs completely expanded. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he's actually uh, a hair taller than my Galvatron. But yeah, the only complaint I have with this guy is like a lot, but still doesn't stop me from giving him a 9 out of 10. But the biggest complaint I have with this guy is definitely, for me at least, is he's uh, he's really loose. That's my biggest complaint because as you can see, I can live with this. I can live with this being loose. This I can live with that. As loose as they are. But this being as loose as it is, because these will actually go down pretty easily. Right now it might me look bad, but yeah, there's times where like that, it will just fall over, and I'm so afraid to the point that I have to make him go in a crawling pose, even though I want him to like stand up a bit and tower over my other figures. But instead, I have to put him in like this pose. Wait, let me just see if I can do it for you guys. Okay, come on. Okay, it'll be a second. Okay, yeah. Pretty much this pose where she's like leaning over. It looks good from some angles, like this. But yeah, that's the biggest complaint with me is that he's kind of loose in the lower section. And the other complaint I have, he can't put up his head for a creature in a movie who most of the movie, crawls around on all fours. You kind of really need the head to go all the way up. And like, there's nothing like hindering it. You could just NECA could literally just make that go all the way up. The other complaint a lot of people have with this figure is, of course, the size, which I don't have a problem with. But in the movie, he was a lot smaller than the other aliens. Like, standing all the way up, he was the same size as a normal alien, standing all the way up. But when he was crouching down, he was a lot smaller than all the other aliens. And now he's just as big as them. From what I've seen in reviews, he's just as big, as them when he's like down, and then when he's completely up, he's just towering. Like the normal aliens are like up to here, and he's so much bigger than them, which I don't have a complaint with. But yeah, still a really awesome figure. Do recommend them. Go to NECA. Whoever likes the Alien or Predator franchise, go collect NECA figures. They're awesome. Or if you like some other figures like Godzilla, what are they called? Batman, Friday the 13th, the slasher movies. Um, yeah, just go to NECA. They're the go-to company, and that was my top 5 favorite figures of 2016, and this is me signing out.